So next we're going to talk about the associate degree for transfer, or ADT, which a lot of you researched on your Transfer Center website assignment. So that's great. I'm glad you're interested and want to know more about this. So the associate degree for transfer came about in, I want to say like 2012. And it really came about because students were complaining that they were taking courses at a community college, transferring to a CSU specifically, and being told they needed to take a course again. And so the California legislature stepped in and said, no, we're not going to do this to students. And CSUs and community colleges, you need to get on the same page so that students are not repeating courses they've already done, okay? And so there are some times where the associate degree for transfer doesn't make the most sense, okay? And when you work with a counselor in the transfer center, what they'll probably do is kind of work backwards. Okay, you want to transfer to, we'll stick with Sac State. You want to transfer to Sac State as a business major. Here's what the requirements are. Let's see if it makes sense to get an associate's degree for transfer. A lot of times it does. It's the same coursework. You have to have the GE done. And so, getting that degree is beneficial to you. There are some times, and I'll show you on this ADT program search, where it doesn't match. It doesn't, it's not accepted by the four-year university as meeting the major prep, and that's what you want, okay? So the ADT is really beneficial for students who are preparing for impacted CSU majors or campuses, and those who are applying to several CSUs. Because when you are applying to an impacted major or campus, a lot of times they'll give priority to students with an ADT. San Diego State is a great example. San Diego State also actually created specific majors to meet the demand of the ADT. So if you have an ADT in psych, you apply to the applied psych major at San Diego State, okay? And so there are some benefits to those impacted campuses. Cal Poly, no benefit. I think they accept 5 associate degrees for transfer. So you have to do that research and figure that out. For the student that's applying to several CSU campuses, when the ADT is accepted, you just follow the ADT and you don't have to go look at the 6 campuses in ASSIST to see what do they want you to have done, because they all accept the ADT to meet major prep, okay? So let's go ahead and do that search right now. So I can show you. I'm going to bring it up on the Transfer Center website because who knows if that link is working. I didn't check it. Okay. So on the Transfer Center website, a lot of you already found this, but I'm going to go to Special Programs and then Associate Degree for Transfer. And then I'm going to go to this ADT program search right here. So once I'm in here, oh good, okay. Jeez. Okay, here it comes. So we're going to search by major of interest. So let's just do administration and justice. And then you are at Santa Rosa, so you can put in any community college, and then you can put in any of the CSUs. So let's go ahead and do San Francisco. Let's do SAC. We'll just do San Luis because I know they don't accept it, just to show you. Okay, then hit submit. And then you can see here. So I'm attending Santa Rosa. I'm getting the Administration of Justice Associate Degree for Transfer. And at SAC, it's accepted as the Criminal Justice General Degree. Okay, it's accepted for major prep for that. At San Francisco, you can use it for criminal justice studies, international relations, or race and resistance studies. Okay. So you can see that although it's not an exact match to this program, the faculty have said, by completing this degree, you're meeting major prep for these 2 majors as well, not just criminal justice, okay? And so that is a benefit to students. Let's go to our next page here. Okay, so when you get the ADT, you have to have your 60 transferable units. You need at least 18 units within the major. So all ADTs are at least 18 units. You have to have CSUGE, iGETSI, or CalGETSI 100% done. And you need a 2.0 in all transferable level work. You will be granted priority admission at a CSU in a similar bachelor's degree program. That's what we just looked up. So these are similar bachelor degree programs to the Administration of Justice degree at SRJC. By earning the ADT, you will then only have to do 60 more units at a CSU. So again, 60 here, 60 there for the 120. There's not going to be a lot of STEM majors that have ADTs. So bio has one, physics, math, and I think that's it. They're trying to get computer science to work, but having a really hard time. If you change your major, that's my dog, or you add a minor, that's adding units. And so the ADT can become void, okay? It does not guarantee admission to a particular campus or major. It guarantees admission to the CSU system. So where a tag for the UC, which we'll talk about next week, guarantees admission to a specific campus with a specific major, okay? The ADT, it's not a guarantee in that way. So they guarantee if you apply to Sac State with the ADT and you don't get in, they will guarantee you a spot somewhere. So they might say, okay, we're offering you a spot at CSU Channel Islands or Humboldt or East Bay, campuses that aren't as impacted, okay? In all my 10 years as transfer center director, there was maybe once or twice that I dealt with a student who didn't get admitted to one of their campuses and was rerouted somewhere. So it does not happen a lot, okay? So reach out if you have questions about the ADTs, or when you go to see your counselor, ask for help around that, okay? Oops, okay, we're gonna move on to the next one now.